we should enjoy our air and oxygen while we can, scientists are saying that dropping oxygen levels on Earth will eventually suffocate most things alive on Earth. For now, life is flourishing on our oxygen-rich planet, but Earth was not always that way, and scientists have predicted that in the future, the atmosphere will revert back to one that's rich in methane and low in oxygen. This probably won't happen for another billion years or so, but when the change comes, it's going to happen fairly rapidly, they said. This is a study from earlier this year, and that's what they found. The shift will take the planet back to something like the state it was in before what's known as the Great Oxidation Event around 2.4 billion years ago. Of course, the days were also lasted about 6 hours at that time, instead of 24. Now, what's more, the researchers behind the new study say that atmospheric oxygen is unlikely to be a permanent feature of habitable worlds in general, which has implication for our efforts to detect signs of life further out in the universe. The model projects that a deoxygenation of the atmosphere with atmospheric oxygen O2 dropping sharply to levels reminiscent of Archean Earth, the beginnings of our Earth, will most probably be triggered before the inception of moist greenhouse conditions in Earth's climate system and before the extensive loss of surface water from the atmosphere. And this is what the researchers wrote in their published paper. At that point, it'll be the end of the road for human beings and most other life forms that rely on oxygen to get through the day. So let's hope we figure out how to get off the planet at some point within the next billion years. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. To reach their conclusions, the researchers ran detailed models of Earth's biosphere, and they factored in changes in the brightness of the sun and the corresponding drop in carbon dioxide levels as the gas gets broken down by increased levels of heat. Less carbon dioxide means fewer photosynthesizing organisms such as plants, which could result in less oxygen, of course. Scientists have previously predicted that increased radiation from the sun would wipe out ocean waters off the face of our planet within about 2 billion years, but the new model, based on an average of just under 400,000 simulations, says the reduction in oxygen is going to kill off life first. They said the drop in oxygen is very, very extreme. This is what Earth scientist Chris Reinhardt from Georgia Institute of Technology said. He said, we're talking around 1 million times less oxygen than there is today. What makes the study particularly relevant to the present day is our search for habitable planets outside our solar system. Increasingly powerful telescopes are coming online, and scientists want to be able to know what they should be looking for in the reams of data these instruments are collecting. It's possible that we need to be hunting for other biosignatures besides oxygen to have the best chance for spotting life, the researchers said. Their study is part of the NASA Nexus for Exoplanet System Science project, which is investigating the probability of planets other than our own, even exoplanets. Now, according to the calculation run by Reinhardt and environmental scientist Kazumi Ozaki from the Toho University in Japan, the oxygen-rich habitable history of the Earth could end up lasting for just 20 to 30% of the planet's lifespan as a whole, and microbial life will carry on existing long after we're gone. The atmosphere after the great deoxygenation is characterized by an elevated methane, low levels of CO2, and no ozone layer, Ozaki said. The Earth system will probably be a world of anaerobic life forms. This was published on Nature Geoscience, first published March 2021, and it's on Science Alert by David Neal. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Maybe that's why also the fact that a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, I think, the Lucy spacecraft has been sent to the Jovian planets, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn, to find out about the Centaur comets and asteroids and the huge exoplanets that have been lately found out there, and perhaps try to find out what is near us or directed towards us, or what could be habitable as a world. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.